All right, I'm waiting to ensure that we are live and then we can get started. So just give me a second as I check if we are already live or not yet. All right, let's see. Um, okay, I think we are live now. Okay, so today we will be talking about outdated workplace norms that just need to go away. And we are talking about a list of five such outdated workplace norms. And I'm pretty sure at least three of these are going to be very, very surprising for you. And these five come from Adam Grant, who is a known name. And when you go over these five, you will realize why. We'll also talk about the reasoning that Adam has given on why these workplace norms must go. So, exciting live session. Stay tuned with us. As you know, this is the PMC Lounge live. We want to go over stuff that relates to project managers and project management. You could be a total newbie in the world of project management. You could be a pro. You could be somewhere in the between. But we have something for everyone. So smash that like button and mark your attendance as we get started with today's session. Here's a bit about me. And by the way, I would urge you to not be shy. And if you are watching this live, jump into the chat. We love hearing your thoughts and questions. But if you are a replay viewer, do hit that like button, drop a comment below, and let's spread the knowledge together. A quick word about pmclounge.com. PMC stands for Project Management Certifications, as you are all aware of by now for sure. I at least hope so. We are all about PMP and various other project management related certification. But there's more to us than just exams, right? We are your go to source for staying updated on the latest in the project management industry. What are the trends, reports, and all good stuff. And that is why one of the topics that we are talking about, actually, the topic that we are talking about today, basically gives you an insight on how the workplace is changing and what you as a project manager should be doing. And you should be aware of all this, right? Because you are someone who's leading a team. Our mission has always been to simplify project management. We are available on all the socials, as you can see: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Check us out on our Telegram channel, which is PMC Zone, and join our WhatsApp channel as well. You can also join us on YouTube, get our VIP Pass membership for exclusive perks. I'll talk a bit more about it later on. But for now, let's get started with the outdated workplace norms as per Adam Grant. Adam is a renowned organizational psychologist and thought leader. No longer he does not serve. There are certain things that do not serve the modern work environment. That's what I'm trying to say. He does work, but there are certain things, five norms that we are going to be looking over today, which do not work in the modern work environment. My goal here is to share his insights in a way that sparks a fresh perspective on how we can work smarter and not necessarily harder. Adam's recommendations challenge us to consider whether our daily routines and systems are truly helping us innovate, and are they truly helping us succeed in this dynamic nature, the dynamic work environment that we are functioning in as of today. So let's start off with number one on the list, which is daily meetings. And I know Scrum Masters are not going to like this. There goes your daily Scrum. But Adam thinks daily meetings are a total waste of time. Daily meetings is something that we should be avoiding at all costs. So, why does he think so? Meetings consume over half the workday with minimal outcomes. So that's what Adam says, right? Half the workday, over half the workday, and there's absolutely no outcomes or minimal outcomes when it comes to daily meetings. So there's research around this. Research indicates that many people spend over half their workday in meetings that often yield little in terms of actionable outcomes. We are sometimes caught in the cycle of back to back discussions that end up being more time consuming than productive. Daily gatherings may lead to a decrease in morale. Now, this is interesting, right? This is also possible because there's this constant barrage of meetings that can leave us feeling drained with our energy and creativity depleted before we even get to tackle our core tasks. In many cases, these meetings create more stress and less clarity, ultimately affecting the team morale and the individual well being as well. So instead, you can meet purposefully just once a week. So try to meet just once a week instead of your daily meetings. Think if once a week is something that can work for you. If it does, nothing like it. Once a week is actually good enough. You can imagine the benefits of reducing these meetings to, let's say, one well structured session per week. This is going to result in fewer interruptions for the team viewers. They will have more dedicated time to focus on their own work, and single meeting could be designed to emphasize meaningful collaboration, even learning, and if there's any strategic planning required to be done, instead of just meeting every day and following a checklist of items that you go over every single day. So this streamlined approach could significantly boost productivity and morale. The second thing that needs to go from our new, or I would say modern workplace, is a 5-day work week. Think about this. Can you go to a 4-day work week? And Adam thinks that's the way to go. 4-day work week. So what does it say? The traditional 5-day work week may be counterproductive. So Adam thinks that 5-day is basically counterproductive. The conventional 5-day work week, this has been the standard for decades actually. But yet there are emerging evidence that suggests that this model might actually be counterproductive in today's fast paced work environment. Evidence supports the benefits of a 4-day work week, and there are studies that indicate that a shorter 4-day work week can lead to significant improvements in employee well being and overall work life balance. This extra day off is not just about giving employees more time to relax, it's about creating a more focused and motivated workforce that can return to work refreshed and ready to contribute more effectively. So that is why 4 days work week can actually work. Improved well-being and improved well-being without sacrificing productivity. So productivity is not going away. It's not like you go down to 4-day work week, you are sacrificing productivity. It says without sacrificing productivity, which is important. By transitioning to a 4-day work week, companies can actually maintain or even boost productivity while reducing burnouts, and it can also increase job satisfaction for sure. So this shift could be especially transformative for project managers, as it would allow team members to bring fresh ideas to their projects after a well deserved break. So here's something for project managers to think about. Is 4-day work week something that you can introduce on your projects and see if it is actually helping your team members come up with better ideas, come up with fresher perspectives, and also help them manage their work life balance so that they are not burnt out, right? So two things that we discussed today: one was daily meetings, the second one was 5-day work week. Let's talk about three other things, but before we go there, I'd like to remind you about our YouTube membership, right? So you can join our YouTube membership by, for a very small fee, by heading over to youtube.com/pmc lounge. What all do you get? This is called VIP pass, right? So our YouTube membership program is called VIP pass. You can get one-to-one virtual consultation with me. You get access to premium project management courses as well as early access to our new videos. And then there are tons of other collaboration opportunities waiting for you. So definitely consider hitting that join button on our YouTube channel and get access to exclusive perks. All right, the corporate ladder is the third thing that needs to go as per Adam Grant. Traditional hierarchical structures can stifle innovation. This is what Adam thinks. It can stifle innovation. Think about it. The next outdated norm, right, on the list here is the corporate ladder, something which is has been traditional, right? This is something that has been butt of jokes at times, but has been something that everyone aspires to climb. Historically, organizations have been structured in a strict hierarchical manner with decision making power which is concentrated at the top of these ladders, right? This structure can often stifle innovation as it creates barriers between all the frontline employees and uh, senior management, right? So you have these employees that are yet to climb a lot, and the senior employees are somewhere here on the top, and it basically creates a barrier between them. And this is why this is something that needs to go. Encourage ideas from all levels of the organization, not just on the top, right? So anyone can be anywhere in the organization, they can still give ideas, or they can still this is something that Adam Grant suggests, right? That if the organization is flatter and it is more uniform, it can encourage free flow of ideas. So when employees at all levels feel empowered to pitch their ideas directly to the decision makers, innovation is more likely to flourish. And finally, emphasis on more uniform and open approach. So you as a project manager, think about it. Fostering an environment where every team member's input is valued can lead to more creative solutions and more agile response to challenges. So, flattening the hierarchy not only improves communication but also accelerates decision making, ultimately driving success for our projects. So, it is very, very important that in your projects, right? So forget your organizational structure, but at least in your project, is it possible that you flatten the hierarchy a bit, right? You take away this corporate ladder, you take away this formal job titles that people come with, right? So even someone who is lower on the corporate ladder should feel free to share ideas and share thoughts. All right, let's talk about the fourth thing that needs to go, the fourth workplace norm that needs to go, which is a traditional job interview. Traditional interviews often fail to reveal the true potential of a candidate. So, conventional interviews, they typically focus on a candidate's performance in just one single meeting, right? One single stressful setting. It may not accurately reflect their true potential or their ability to grow. It was just one single setting or one single sitting, I should say, right? It's a stressful setting for sure, but in just one meeting you are supposed to figure out if this person has the potential, if this person has the ability to learn or not. Purpose skills demonstrations and practical challenges. Propose skills demonstrations and practical challenges. So this is something that Adam actually proposes by asking candidates to participate in demos, or let's say even practical challenges. Organizations can better gauge their abilities and suitability for the role. This method highlights the candidate's actual skills in a realistic context rather than relying solely on their performance in some interview setting, right? Which let's say lasts for 45 minutes. So in those 45 minutes, based on what the job the person who is out there for interview, right, the job candidate, based on their answer, you get to decide whether to hire them or not. Instead of that, give them practical challenges, involve them in practical stuff that they would actually be working on, and then see how they perform. Additionally, Grant also emphasizes the value of giving candidates a second chance. And this is important, right? So when you allow, let's say, a do-over, it can reveal how a candidate responds to feedback, and they respond to, and can they adapt as well, right? So this is something which is very critical in today's work environment. And even for project managers, this approach ensures that we select team members who not only have the skills but also the resilience and capacity for continuous improvement. So think about it. You, as a project manager, might not directly be involved in hiring, but when you have, and if you have some influence to select the team members that will be working on your project, can you sort of interview them, and instead of the traditional interviews, can you be more open minded with them? Can you sort of work with them on practical things that are basically supposed to be part of your project, so that you can take a call on who are the best fit for your project, who are the people, who are the project team members that will be the best fit for your project. So that's something that you, as a project manager, can take away from this point. And finally, brainstorming. I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but Adam thinks brainstorming is another norm that just needs to go. And traditional group brainstorming sessions, this is what Adam is targeting here, right? These are popular, but they can sometimes lead to conformity or the suppression of individual creativity due to group dynamics. There are certain group dynamics, and nobody can say no to that, right? There are obviously dynamics in every group, and those group dynamics may impact how people present themselves, or how people share their ideas. So Adam Grant points us toward an alternative method which is known as brain writing. Very important concept. What is brain writing, right? In this approach, each team member first develops ideas independently, and not just that, anonymously also. So, this process is going to ensure that every perspective is considered free from the influence or bias of dominant voices in the group. Dominant voices in the group. This is very, very important to sort of consider. I'll talk to you about a concept known as HIPPO. HIPPO is highest paid person's opinion, right? HIPPO, highest paid person's opinion. If you walk into a meeting and you have a person who is the highest paid person in the group, and it is very likely that he or she is the one who has the highest job title as well, their opinion is something that a lot of people will just say yes to. They will just agree with their opinion, right? And that is something which we should avoid. And this is something that traditional brainstorming does not avoid, because traditional brainstorming is getting all the people in a room and talking about ideas, right? Discussing ideas, discussing potential solutions, discussing strategies. And that is where this HIPPO criteria, or I would say the phenomena of HIPPO, comes into the picture, where everyone just tries to confine with and agree with whatever the highest paid individual is talking about. All right, let's talk about the final point here, which is, if you want to enhance both quality and diversity of ideas, get rid of traditional brainstorming. When once you have individual ideas generated, the group can then come together to discuss and even rate, and even refine those individual ideas. But let those individual ideas, let that diversity at least come into the picture by allowing individuals to do their bit. If you have this two-step process, It is going to enhance the diversity of ideas, and it is also going to enhance the quality of ideas. For us as project managers, adopting brain writing, right? This is the concept that Adam introduced us to. So, adopting this concept of brain writing can lead to more innovative solutions and more inclusive approach to problem solving. Now, let me know in the comments which of these five do you think were, something that you don't agree with at all, and which of these five were norms that you totally agree with and you think that yes, these must go. Let me know in the comments. Definitely looking forward to your answers and your thoughts around this. Here's a testimonial that I would like to share from JJ Akkot, who found our resources helpful to pass his PMP exam. You can also drop your testimonials at pmclounge.com/write. Please do check this out. It helps us stay motivated and create more free content for you. So that's all that we had in this video. Before I wrap up, do not forget to like this video if you found the content helpful. You can share it with your fellow project managers, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more in-depth content on project management trends, strategies, and tips. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, keep managing those projects successfully. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.